already lived in Hollywood for over a year. I am still really clueless. So this series is going to be basically how to survive in Hollywood when you have no clue what it's all about. Because I certainly don't. You won't learn anything from this. It'll be entertaining though, maybe. Hollywood, you think of like lights and everything is so shiny and it's so fancy and it's so exciting. But you know what? Hollywood is really dirty. It's just a bunch of backdrops that people pay like super cheap prices for. I see no reason why the rest of the world can't be this way. Dirty and fake. No, by that I mean more places around the world can be like Hollywood, where there are just a bunch of people here to create. I grew up in Kansas all my life. That definitely has a different vibe to it, although not bad. Do not diss Kansas, I swear to goodness. If you diss Kansas in the comments, we will have words. I guess this is trying to tear down those walls of Hollywood. I got here the day before Thanksgiving 2012, so I missed all of the major holidays with my family. At that time, gas prices were really cheap. I drove myself out here. I had 4 jobs at the time, so I was able to save up a substantial amount of financial aid. If it helps anyone, I saved about $4,000. About half of that went to first month's rent and the deposit and second month's rent. I made sure to have 2 months rent paid already when I first got out here. I wanted to make sure that I had enough money to survive for 2 months even without a job. That was my priority. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but that's what I did. So I drove out here and I took the liberty of making it a road trip because why not? And I packed everything in my car. So if I couldn't fit it in my car, I didn't bring it. I didn't have a mattress. I did not have a bed for over a year. I slept on memory foam pads. Surprisingly, they were really comfortable. I got plenty of rest. Memory foam pad. If you put them in the car, they condense all the way down. So put them at the bottom of your luggage or wherever you have. But I had my car packed with my things. And then when I got out here and I knew that I wanted to get in the industry, I didn't know exactly how. I know I've done a lot of acting in the past. I've acted since I was in 5th grade, but I also knew that that was a very competitive field. So if you're wanting to go into acting, probably cover it in another video. I could save acting for YouTube and that brings me a lot of joy and I can continue doing that and that's fine. I decided to pursue editing as a career. So first I lived in a house with 3 people that were all in the industry. And then I got a job as a live-in nanny, so I moved again. So I lived in the Maywood house, which was the group of 4 girls, for 4 months. I was a live-in nanny for 2 months. At the same time, I was sort of working small studio. I had people that helped me get that job, which was really great. After that, I moved to a place called Sherman Oaks. It's a section of Los Angeles. I lived there with a woman named Betty. I really miss them. I should really call them. So after that, I moved to a new apartment with my current roommate. That place unfortunately had mold, so we had to move again. After that, we finally moved here. Resume is very important. In fact, I've gotten 2 jobs out here in LA strictly based on resume and an interview. So the resume is not completely dead. Put a lot of effort into your resume, your cover letter, and your interview. Our parents were sort of right, unfortunately. Now I have a stable apartment, stable roommate, stable job, and it becomes sort of this, okay, so where do I go from here? What do I do? And how do I survive Los Angeles? And how do I take advantage of all of the opportunities that are here? So that's also part of what I'll be covering. This has probably been the hardest year of my life, but also the happiest year of my life. If you're looking to make this huge jump, I would suggest that you just do it. You just have to do it. So stick around and you'll learn how to survive Los Angeles from another noob in Hollywood. I will have these new noob in Hollywoods every Tuesday. Learn how to navigate Hollywood, and I will see you next Tuesday.